Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Teen Take and Make. This week we're making some pulled string art. For supplies this week, you can see I have some paint and I've made sure all of my colors are touching on a paper plate. We've got some cardstock, a surface you don't mind painting on, a string, and then a stick you're going to use to make sure your string really gets covered in paint. Today I'm going to show you how to make two different kinds of string art, both of which are going to start with you taking your string and laying it through the paint you've already put on your paper plate. Next, you're going to use a toothpick or a small stick like I am and make sure you get lots of paint all over your string. You want that string nice and saturated. This first string art we're going to make is going to look kind of like a feather. What you're going to do is you're going to take your string out of the paint after it's nicely saturated and lay it down in a straight line. Once you've done that, you're going to take your little stick and you're gently going to press all of the paint onto the cardstock. You'll see me doing that here. And once you finish doing that, just set your stick down and pull up and away to one side. So I went up and to the left this time. Next, what you're going to do is lay your string as best you can back in the paint the exact same way. Make sure it's equally saturated. And then you're going to take your string and lay it back down in the same line you did to start. Once you've got it laid down, you're just gently going to press the paint back onto your cardstock. And this time you're going to lift up and away in the opposite direction. And you'll end up with something that looks very similar to a multicolored feather. For our next string art, you're going to need a piece of cardstock folded in half. The same starting procedure, so get your string nice and saturated with your multicolored paint. But this time what you're going to do is try and lay your string down in a zigzag pattern, as you'll see me do here. The trick is to keep the bottom of your string, so the white part of your string, as straight at the bottom as you can. Next, you're just going to fold your cardstock over and then very gently place pressure with your top hand and use your dominant hand to pull the string out from between the two pages as straight and as gently as you can. Once you've done that, you'll find yourself with a couple of calla lily looking flowers. Maybe yours look a little something like this. You can add to your creations by replicating the exact same steps we just did, so laying your string down in a zigzag pattern with the bottom being fairly straight, gentle pressure, and pulling the string out as straight as you can, and then you'll have more than one set of flowers on your page. You can see that my outer pair of flowers had a bit too much paint on them, so just be mindful of that. Otherwise, you can replicate those steps as many times as you want. We want to thank you guys for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.